Well, just walking through the woods here, enjoying a nice, warm, sunny day. Oh, look, steps. Where did they go? Why did they go up? Sorry, I could not resist. These are the ones I was looking for. I thought were over here, but they were not what I thought they were. More remains of McKendree Hospital. I know here in a minute I gotta get back down to the road, to the tracks and head back. McKendree Hospital itself was just built in 1901. They actually had the nurses, they had a lot of doctors and nurses. So it's actually built for well, I'm trying to say, I'm a little tongue tangle there. It is built for the miners and the families, because New Vergores, there were so many coal mining towns, and so many people living in the New Vergores back in the day, they needed a hospital here. Of course, after World War II, most of the mines died out and shut down, and then they didn't need that anymore. Sometime in the 50s it shut down, but I think they were going as early as 63. Yeah, it's just up there. I'll walk back up there. I got a little confused a minute ago. I just know I gotta head back down the hill to get back on the tracks, along the tracks, to head back to Prince here soon. Okay, thought the stink bugs were gone. Yeah, thought the stink bugs were gone. They should be gone, but they're not. I just have one of my glasses. Not sure the exact spot the hospital set, but somewhere up on the hill here where I'm at now. I guess this is a little stores building. I like how the window is still there. The glass may be gone, but the framing is still there. And that thing down there by the railroad track, by the old railroad crossing, may actually came from here. Some kind of screen that's about the same size as that. It probably came from here. I'm gonna walk past where I just filmed them a minute ago. Okay. I'm gonna go and film all this. Okay. There's the video. There's the drain lines. What I meant to say, I don't know why I said there's a video. I think that still works. Okay. I'll keep this video and redo this here, that way it's all one video. Well, actually I'll still have a part 2. Now I'll figure everything out once I get the time to go through the videos and upload. With these wounds here. Guards, Fat, Key, Bennett. I don't know why people come out in the middle of nowhere to tag stuff and to do this. Makes no sense to me. Joey, yeah, no. Yeah. That's just here a minute ago, but getting this again. I could come and stay here. Wednesdays, probably come springtime. Before I do this, I plan on doing a little bit of a paranormal investigating here. If I do that, it'll be in the springtime, though. It won't be in the immediate future. It'll have to be springtime. Because it's November now. The heck was... Scared the crap out of me. Some random tree don't fall in the water here. The way that fallen tree was positioned, it looked like something was standing there, like a big, huge. I thought there was a bear or something standing there. It's just the way the lighting hit it kind of did look resemble a bear, just the way the trunk was and the way it's set up. But there's a concrete building, I'm not sure what it was. It's probably a garage. That might be where they kept the ambulance truck back in the day when they had to get to the places here. Because the closest town to McKendree was there. Then you have there, you have Alaska, Clearmont, Thurman. No, actually that's Stonecliff. It's there, Alaska, Clearmont, Stonecliff, Thurman. Then you have Beery and Fire Creek and all those towns. On the opposite side you had the town of Royal, which is the one I couldn't remember the name of it when I was trying to talk in the earlier video. But it's just amazing I found the site of McKendree Hospital in the steps. Trying to decide what. I've done a bunch of videos. I was going to decide which ones to upload. I can't go down here. It's too steep. I had to go down the way I came up and start my way back to Prince. Then I got home and no, that's somebody. I got a quick glance. It looked like some man looking at me a little while ago. But maybe jump a little. This place is clearly haunted though. Last time I posted something about McKendree Hospital, people started tagging me on Facebook wanting me to show them something about paranormal investigating or something. Yeah, whatever. Actually, at one time when our brother was still around, I do remember breaking a couple of people down here, but we never done the paranormal investigating. We walked around and talked about it, but never came back. Then 4 years ago, I was here with a friend of mine who showed me everything. I'm confused about the staircase though, because I came up that one, I'm sure there's another staircase even bigger that goes way up. Yeah, that's why I found the McKendree Hospital. I think I'm done filming. My camera battery's died. If my camera battery don't die, I'll film a few trains. Because I know there's to be a train coming. It's almost 3 o'clock and there's between 3:30 and 4 there's to be a couple of freight trains coming through. After 3 there's always some freight trains that come through here on the gorge. I know something's coming because of what time it is. I just know I'm heading back to the car. Well, gotta head back to town. I'll call a friend. Come down the car, pick me up so I can go home. Okay, did I pass the steps? I want to go down the steps that I came up. That trail, I'm not sure where it goes. The hospital itself, I think, set up on the hill there. There might have been some buildings. I know there's some houses here because some people did live here. Over there's the steps. I'm about to walk past the steps. How did they got the exact year this shut down? It's just amazing that back in the day you had so many coal mining towns here in the gorge that you had to have a hospital in the new of a gorge. Might be a train coming now. After this, I'll watch it go by. I got a nice long hike back to Prince though, that's for sure. It's actually it's not a bad idea, the way to start that video series I want to do of all these abandoned coal mining towns and railroads and here in the large portion of southern West Virginia. When I did that video, I was looking for McKendree Hospital and I finally forgot where it was. I don't know what video. I know part one video will be the one I done down there where I went down to the riverbank in the sandbar. Part 2 will be, well, whichever one I decided to make part 2, because I've done 3 or 4. Of course, if you see this video, I've already uploaded the first video, which is down there where the sandbar is. Can't find that pump house that's supposed to be down there. That's a rock. Beautiful view of the river, that's for sure. I mean, it's supposed to be steps in the foundation for a house here, but I can't seem to find it. Jim will head the tracks back. I could take McKendree Road, but I think it'll be quicker just to follow the tracks, since I followed it here on the first trip. I gotta get hold of some friends and plan more trips here. I don't know when I'll be back to this particular location. This is the first time since 2016 I've been to this particular location. Mainly because I don't get here very often, although I probably will plan a few trips here come springtime. Okay, something moved. I think that was a deer, but then the deer is gone. The days are getting shorter and the nights are getting longer. That's the only bad thing about this time of year. It gets dark before 5:30. It's after 3 o'clock and around daylight now. But it's summertime, I could take my time and not rush because I have plenty of time. I think this is the one I'm going to upload. I know one of the friends that ran the Rebel Company store does similar banks of McKendree. There's a pump house down there along the river somewhere. Something I point out while I'm thinking about this. Is back in the day when McKendree Hospital was open, they actually would try to pump water for the hospital, all these mountain streams, which during the summer months it's not unusual for months of July and August and stuff for them to dry up. And then they have to pump water out of the river, run their pipes underneath the railroad track down here to pump water out of the river. And sometimes the water level of the river drops so low that it'll drop below the pipe, and then they have to improvise to get more water. It's just, they had some severe droughts back in the day. One of them, the one drought where the Ohio River stopped flowing, I forget what year that was. It was before my time. I think it's sometime in the 1940s. So I remember seeing posts about it and reading about it. That's probably the year that one of my friends was, that's probably the year one of my friends talking about where the McKendree Hospital couldn't hardly get any water. Because it got Ohio is the next state over, so they have it dry, severe and dry in Ohio, which is the next state over from West Virginia. It makes sense that they have that problem here. Except for the video where I was very confused trying to figure out where in the world I was. I'll probably upload everything else I saw, all the other videos I saw while I was here. Because that one video I got a little turned around. See where a huge tree fell across the tracks and got hit by a train. There probably is more if I go over there and look around. But where is that foundation? So I'm confused about. There is definitely a foundation somewhere here of another house. There's also a train station here at one time too. That looks like something interesting. Oh no, that's a tree. Next, I think what I'm looking for is over there. Maybe. I don't really have time to look and explore much. I found what I come to find. And I'm willing to bet that screen came out of that building there because it's the right size. The screws are not that old though, so somebody apparently got that screen out of that building, brought it down here and done this because that's a really old screen in old wood. But some of the newer wood on it. You know, whatever. I may be wrong, but it looks like it came out of that building up there, that window. Well, time to take my long walk back to Prince. Oh, it's a fallen tree over there. I thought it was something else. Down there is where I was exploring earlier, the sandbar. I definitely want to go camping there this summer. Well, next summer, which I got a long ways to go because summer this year is over. We're kicking into winter. Now I'm planning another trip there eventually.